officials, we're made a visual art podcast with me. I'm fucking Oliver Twist, face Well.
And I'm Chris.
And today we've got lots of film news. Oh, he's gonna score an own goal.
Who's Russia?
I've just put a bot on. I'm just gonna have a quick game, then I'm gonna pass it to you to like have a little bit of a warm up. We can remember the buttons again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had a shit ton. In fact, actually, I'm going to apologise. If you're a regular listener to the podcast and you've come from Sunday, you've had a podcast, to Monday, Chris's 5 Fast Facts, and then to this podcast, they're a complete different... That's what the visual guy's all about. We're every day on the channel is just fucking mentally crazy.
Day, bro.
Yes, he says it. Oh, he's going to score. So yeah, it was a weird one last week, but this time we're talking about all the fantastic movie trailers we got in the last week or so.
There's a load.
They're fucking a butt fuck ton, mate. There's we'll go for the main one, the main biggie, which fucking destroyed my mind, and that was, and that is of course
Bumblebee.
Yay! Bumblebee trailer dropped, and the biggest question I've got, right, is John Cena a bad guy?
Well, I don't know. He was the voice. I could tell he was the voiceover.
The voiceover in the trailer? I don't think he was.
I thought he was. It sounded like him.
No, it sounded like a different voice to me.
I don't know.
I'll watch it again and I'll thingy, but that didn't sound like the voiceover. Anyway,
but yeah,
the only role you get him, see him in, is in his army gear, like his special forcey looking thing. Is he there? Because we know the army in the older films have helped the Transformers, but we've also seen like government and stuff try and hurt the Transformers.
So is he helping him, or is he trying to get rid of him?
Yeah,
because the soundtrack sounds amazing to it.
Yeah, it sounds cool, man. I love that logo and everything, because I was just said to Chris that it's set back in 1987. Bumblebee's supposed to be one of the first Autobots to land, and
it's actually a Beetle car.
Yeah, it's no. He's they've gone back to the comic booky sort of the animation show roots. Yeah, which is cool. Fucking get that ball.
No, you missed.
Yeah,
but yeah, it looks good. When's it out?
Oh, fucking December was it?
I can't remember.
I'm sure it was December. But it looks cool. I'm pretty sure the Decepticon... the Decepticon that we see is Starscream. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Is a jet. It looks like Starscream to me.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that. It could be a new Decepticon we're seeing. But if they're bringing Bumblebee, this could be the one of the first arrivals of the Decepticons. The Starscream arriving.
Right. I'm going for another rant now. Well, not a rant per se, but it's like... Why? I don't understand why films that like they do brilliant films, and then all of a sudden like go back like fucking.
It's just to extend the story, the arc, isn't it? Like, here's what happened in the beginning.
Does it not make well? It does make sense, but it kind of doesn't really matter. But would not make more sense doing it from the start and then like building.
Well. The way I look at it, the way I think is because they realise the popularity of Bumblebee. Okay, how far can we take him now? Because we've seen what's just happened in the newest film. Yeah. So how far can we take it? Hang on a sec. Let's give a bit more depth to this character that these people have come to really love. Yeah. Because the Transformer films never get high ratings by like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes and stuff. Oh, it's got another own goal. But they always do well. They do massive at the box office. Michael Bay's producing this time and not directing. He's still part of the franchise. Yeah. So it's a crazy one. I think they only do it to explore the character arc and give a bit more of an in-depth look at this character.
So do you think we'll get a Optimus Prime then?
I don't think we need to because of how much screen time he gets in the other ones. Yeah. I mean, I personally, because he's my favourite Autobot, my favourite Transformer of all time, I personally wouldn't mind. But like I said, we explored him being the final Prime and all this and that. Yeah. So we don't need to, but if they are gonna... Why the hell not? They could just do a Bumblebee and Optimus spin-off where Bumblebee comes to Earth after this one. He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But we see Optimus come in the first one. It's like, I don't know how far they're going to take it. We'll see further down there. We might get
we shall see.
Thingy one. Yeah, I think it looks fantastic, though. I just want to know what John Cena's doing. I love that the reveal of Bumblebee's face with the girl shining the light. Then she comes back down. It's his face. I love how scared and intimidated he is. And then that scene where he's pushing back the helicopter. I think it's going to be fucking awesome.
It will be a good film. Like I said, I'm fucking huge fan of Transformers.
Films. They're just fun. I don't give a shit about an in-depth, highly detailed, cinema is fantastic. I want to see robots get the fuck out of each other. Robots in disguise. But on to the next one, we'll go on to a horror topic, and that's Mr. Michael Myers.
Yes.
Halloween. And he's coming back to try and kill his sister.
I'm guessing it'll probably be Halloween time. It'll be out. Hence
Hey, I'm
Halloween.
up for seeing that on Halloween. Like,
Yeah.
it's out on Halloween.
Moral of the story is, she wants him dead. He escaped from prison.
Yeah, she knew this day would come.
Yeah.
She's been training for this day.
He's been trying to kill her. And so, yeah, it's another Halloween story, which is what you expect.
I like that bit where all the other inmates are all laughing at him and stuff, and he's in the cell, like the guard or whatever the fuck it is, whatever they call it, the yard.
The yard.
I scored no goal now. The yard.
Yeah.
I know the dogs are barking, but I don't think that doctor holding his mask out for too long. The acting there was like, look at it. It was a bit. All right, calm down, mate. Yeah, he was pure overselling that.
Yeah. There. The premise of this one is basically watch the first one. This ties in after the first one. The rest of them, 2 might come involved at some point, but it's not really a big issue. But the rest of them... Big issue, please. But the rest of them, it's like, no. Just like, if you haven't really seen them, you don't really need to see them to watch this. But if you want to watch this, you need to make sure you watch the first one. Because that's it when it ties in after it.
It looks fun. I fucking love that bit where there's a little boy and he's getting tucked in bed by the babysitter or whatever, and she tries to shut the door.
Close the door.
It keeps knocking on either his foot or his head or whatever, and he's just like, it's such a great way for the whole monster in the closet aspect thing.
And obviously it's 30 years since from the first one came out till now, because it came out not long after I was born.
Oh.
So yeah, hence the 30 years of... So obviously it's been locked up for 30 years and he's now escaped and all hell's broke loose again.
He's going kick. I love the idea of an American Halloween, the time of year, going around them sort of suburban streets. Everyone's having fun.
They always go full on.
It looks fucking fun, like, and it looks really scary for a night. But that was Halloween. We also got a fucking superb trailer. You haven't seen it yet for the Lego Movie.
No.
The second
film. So I'll
film.
let you tell me about this one.
It's the same sort of thing.
Hey, what's the first one? Yeah.
Have you not?
No.
It's really fun. The comedy in it's really dumb. It's a Lego film. These films always do great as well. And it blew me up. It's funny how it's fun. The animation stuff and everything about it's great. If you're a Lego fan, then of course you're gonna absolutely love it. But
I like Lego, but I don't know if I actually want to watch the films.
Hey, the Lego Batman is one of the best interpretations of Batman I've ever seen in my life. And it's a whole comedic thing. You definitely need to watch that. It's all the villains and shit. But this one, after the events of the first one, the world of Lego and Lego Emmett and shit is all gone to hell. But he still tries to be happy and energetic. And he's with Wild Style. And he's like, yay, everything is awesome. Which is a song from the first one. Mm-hmm. And Wild Style's like, well, everything's not awesome. Have you seen the state of the place? But then as a new villain sort of comes and takes away all the characters like Batman and all that shit. And then it's up to Lego Emmett to save the day once again. Because he had to save the day in the first one. Be a master builder. Find his true potential. But it looks fantastic. It's out in February. Could potentially be the 12th, my birthday. Fucking having some of that. Pal. Take that any day of the week. Yeah. I need you to as well.
Me?
What the fuck it's called. There's no point going into much more detail about that because you've not seen the trailer. But it looks great. I'm glad we've had that. Peter Jackson's new film.
Again, I haven't seen the trailer for that yet.
It's what the fuck's it called? I need you to Google it quick on your phone.
What it's called?
Yeah, just Google Peter Jackson's new film. Mobile Mechanics? No, Mortal Mechanics.
Mortal Engineers.
Mortal Engineer. Is it Mortal Engines? Mortal Engines. It's basically the trailer shows you. Oh yeah, Chris has got it up on Wiki or whatever. London now is mobile. It walks around and shit, and it's all fucking industrial type revolutionary shit. And it's obviously set in the future.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Yeah, there's a girl. She tries to kill the main guy, whoever he is, who's running London because he discovers his mum.
I think I have. That's a city on wheels, and he eats a little city. He eats a little.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I have.
I don't know to what extent. So does that mean like Shanghai's now on wheels? New York, Washington, fucking Cardiff.
So where does the eating of the little cities come into it?
Yeah, because by the looks of things, London's the big bad, most powerful city in this film, and it's the big baddie.
Yeah.
Because there's a flying one which I don't know what it is. Like the boat sort of looks like it would be a Chinese type of craftsmanshipy boat. I don't know, so maybe that's like a...
I will have a proper look into it once.
I love Peter Jackson. He always takes good little risks with his films and stuff. Obviously, he did Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, some of my favourite films of all time. So, how long? Fucking 10 minutes. So, it looks interesting, the idea behind it. Like, these cities are mobile, and they have to go around. Like, they get locked up, and it's like, welcome to London. And there's still, like, English bobbies and their typical outfits and shit looking like absolute mongs. It looks fun. I definitely want to watch it.
I'll watch the trailer and I'll...
Watch trailer on that one.
In-depth
analysis.
What I watched the other night, and what you told me to watch, was Love, Simon.
Love, Simon was fucking awesome.
I like films that has a story. And this had a brilliant story.
I just like the take on it.
Yeah, it was... young teen, he was gay, no one knew about it, and then all of a sudden he gets blackmailed, and
that guy was fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, he was.
Do you know what the best part about that film? Because I cannot associate whatsoever what it's like for a gay person to come out to people, right? The line where he's pure having to go at that guy and he's like, it was my decision to tell people and stuff, and you've took that away from me. It's like, fuck me, you only get to come out the closet once, and these guys took it away from him, and I was like, fucking hell. I think
he realised he felt guilty, though.
Yeah.
Like, so, he shouldn't have done what he done because he wanted the heat taken off him for getting spoiler alert, by the way, for getting the heat chance at the thingy.
Which was creepy because he's like, hey, make your mate pure fancy us and stuff. I'm telling everybody your secret. Yeah. It's like, well, if my mate doesn't fancy you, she doesn't fancy you. Stop being a creep. And at first, like, she's just being friendly to him and stuff. And she doesn't actually go for him. He's pure heartbroken. It's like, oh, wait, man, you fucking weirdo.
I mean, you can't, like...
Yeah, I can't associate what it's like for a gay person to come out, but I appreciate watching a story, what it might be like. I assume every case of somebody coming out as gay is different to everybody else's. Yeah. But it was nice to see that, and when it got on the Ferris wheel at the end, spoiler alert, I apologise, and it's the kid Flash, and they have a kiss. I was like, oh my fucking god, they fell in love. It was mint. I felt sorry for Hannah Baker. She's not called Hannah Baker in it though, but she's in it because she loved him, and he's like, no, I like me some dick. But no, and when his dad finally acknowledged him, because at first it looked like his dad was mad about it because he walked off. I was like, oh no. But then he's like, I miss that. He's like, I love you, son, no matter what. I was like, oh yeah, that's why he's love him because he's cool. He fixes all the computery stuff. Oh, he's an absolute beast.
But no, like I said, I enjoyed it. Had a good storyline behind it, and like I say, it's probably inspired a lot more people to come out, which is probably what it's probably intention of doing anyhow.
Probably.
So it's like, yeah, I enjoyed it.
I thought it was great. I enjoy seeing a new take on I love romance and films and stuff, and I love you.
I don't do romantic shit.
See, I love romantic films.
You told me to watch it, so I watched it.
I love romantic films. So it's nice to see not your bog standard romantic film where it's just a guy meets a girl and they fall in love in the big city, but then they fall apart and then they fall in love again and they're like, oh my god, we're supposed to be together.
And I'm sure it'll probably inspire a lot more people to make films like that as well. I'd probably suggest as well.
Yeah. Oh, no, too right.
Modern, well, I won't say modern, but it's very rare you get gay film or gay TV series, or if you're in a certain sport, it's like hard for them to come out because you're going to get dissed by other players.
This may sound so disrespectful because I'm not in this situation, like I keep saying, but I didn't realise it was a big issue for people to come out anymore. Oh, it's a new game. Fucking hell. I didn't realise it was such a big issue anymore. I thought, because, like, I mean, if I had a kid and they said, Dad, I'm gay, I'm like, what the fuck do you want, a fucking brownie point?
Well, that's what I mean.
Like, alright, no worries.
Well done, son.
Good for you, man. Everyone's like, people are gay in the 21st century.
They're like, obviously it is still a big issue for people to come out, even though it's the 21st century.
Yeah, like I said, though, I have to keep hammering it home. I have no idea what it's like. I just assumed it's fine.
So do I.
Yeah.
But like I said, we wouldn't know the situation.
No, that car's broke. I don't know. Yeah, well, as visuals, that was it. There's some good trailers to watch. If you haven't seen Love, Simon, go check it out.
Go and check it out, guys.
It's fucking awesome. Go check out the trailer for Bumblebee, a little Lego movie, Mortal Engines, and Halloween. What are they called? Halloween? Just Halloween.
I think it's just Halloween.
Visuals, keep on. Keep it on.
Love you, bye.